Hello everyone, welcome back. This is our first deep stretch practice. I am gonna have my cushion and my strap with me today. If you wanna lay on something throughout the class, if you wanna make your arms a little bit longer, you're gonna need a little bit of space to move as well. And let's get started. So we will begin today laying down, and if you would like to lay on a pillow, you could place it under your head, you could place it maybe under your entire back. I want you to rest your hips on the ground though, or no, on the ground, not on something, on the ground. And your head as well. Your head could be on the ground or your head could be on something too. And if you've got a strap, have it close by so that you don't have to go too far to find it. We'll lay down to start. You might make a diamond shape with your legs if that feels good on your hips, but you can really place your legs in any way you'd like. Laying down, bringing your arms to your sides, maybe letting your palms face up. And the thing with our deep stretch practice is that deep means something different to all of us, which is amazing. So I want you to listen to your body, adjust. I'll try to give you a lot of options. The challenge with this practice is that we stay for a bit of time in each pose, in each stretch. And that can be very challenging to do. It might come with ease some days and not so much ease other days. But it's a chance for you to slow down your mind, connect with your breath and your body, and then also enjoy the really awesome stretches that we will be doing. So I do encourage you to close your eyes for most of the practice. Allow yourself to slow down your day, your week. And just take it one breath at a time. So staying just as you are for another breath or two. And then you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Eventually, moving your legs so that your feet are planted, your knees are bent. And if you are laying on top of something, sit up, take it out from under you, move it to the side, and lay back down flat on your back. Have your strap close by. You don't have to grab it just yet. But if you are coming off of a pillow of some kind, let your back, your spine lengthen again. Maybe you'll sway your knees side to side a few times. Close your eye. Notice what you feel. We will be lifting our right foot up into the air. If you've got a strap to use, you can place it on your foot. If you don't have a strap to use, you can hold your leg. And if you are placing a strap on your foot, bring it right onto the ball of your foot, right below your toes, so that it helps you flex the foot, sending the heel up. Your arms, they may be holding your strap or holding your leg, but let them get a little heavier. Relax them as much as possible, but still holding your leg in place. If you want more, you might send your left leg out long too, but you can also keep it bent. You might bend and straighten your knee a little bit. Find a sweet spot where you get a really awesome hamstring and calf stretch. So an option to stay just like this. Or you can start to let your foot tip out to the right side a little bit. Keep encouraging your toes towards the top of your mat. Keep your low back glued down to the ground as well. See just how far that right leg wants to tip out to the side, the right side. And then you might slowly start to guide your leg back in, keeping your low back glued down, but you might let the foot, the leg, kind of shift over towards the left side a little. And then slowly bringing your leg back to center. Maybe guiding the toes towards the top of your mat just a little bit more. And then slowly starting to release. Bend your knee, take your strap off of your foot. Bring your leg down, your foot down. You can bend both of your knees, plant both of your feet. Maybe a little sway through the knees side to side. When you are ready to switch sides, left foot can lift. Maybe adding your strap to the ball of your foot close to your toes, sending your heel up high. Maybe a little bend through the knee. Find that sweet spot. Find a place where you can stay for a few moments. Maybe the right leg will go out long for extra, maybe it won't. So you might stay here, You might start to let your leg tip off to the left, just a little, maybe a little more, but keeping the low back glued down. Keep guiding the toes towards the top of your mat. And then gently bringing your leg back up. And then over to the other side maybe. Notice how that feels throughout the outer edge of your leg. And then slowly bringing your leg back through center. Maybe just a little extra guidance of the toes towards the top of your mat. And then you can slowly, slowly start to bend your leg. Take your strap off of your foot. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Maybe take a sway of the knees side to side. And then we are going to be rolling over onto our tummies. If you can simply roll over, or if you do have to turn around. If you've got a strap to use today, just have it close by in case you want to use it. But we'll come into Sphinx on our tummies, on our forearms. Tucking your elbows under the shoulders, letting your palms face down. You might bring your feet out a little wider, or you might bring your feet a little closer together. But we're going to start to feel some love through our low back here, so give your glutes a little squeeze. Push your hips down a little as you drop the shoulders from your ears. Look just in front of your fingertips. You can stay here on your forearms. If you want more through your back, you might lift up higher, hands out wide, and then lifting the elbows for seal. Squeeze the glutes, push the hips down, gently drop the shoulders from the ears, look just past your fingertips. Just another inhale. And as you exhale, bring your chest down. Stack your palms, rest your forehead. Maybe take your hips for a little bit of a sway side to side. And then we'll start to bring our left knee out to the side for a half frog. So you can bend the leg. Maybe your knee is kind of in line with your hip. Maybe your foot can come out to the left side too, going straight down from your knee. The higher you send your knee up towards the top of your mat, the more you might feel your hip. But find a sweet spot. We want to keep the left hip and the inner thigh as close to the ground, or if not on the ground, as possible. Relaxing through the upper body. And then just an option, if you do want to lift your right foot up and encourage your heel towards your glute, you could use your strap here, or maybe your hand can hold your foot. And this is just optional if you want to add your quads into this. We can take just another moment here. If you have your right leg in the quad stretch, you could start to release that first. And when you are ready to bring your left leg in, slide it in behind you. Take a moment, maybe a gentle sway through the hips side to side. Eventually bringing your right knee out, setting up your half frog. Maybe take a peek, see where that knee ends up. Bring your right foot out to the side a little bit too. Might be kind of a 90-degree angle. Feeling that right hip. Relaxing through your upper body, but with the option to lift the left leg up or the left foot up. And maybe holding that foot. Hugging the heel towards the glute. Just another moment on this side, but if you do have that left leg bent, you might start to let it go. And sliding your right leg back in when you're ready to do so as well. Stack your palms, rest your forehead, and maybe take a gentle sway of the hips. When you're ready to lift up, we will find puppy dog. So you can bring your hands by your chest, push yourself up onto your hands and knees into tabletop. If you want a pillow for your forehead, you can add that in. Reaching your arms out in front though, keeping your hips high, and we'll start to melt our chest down. Ideally resting our forehead on something. Maybe it is your pillow, a block, or your mat. Maybe you're able to rest your chest and your chin and gaze towards your fingertips. But wherever you are, just close your eyes. Melt your chest down. Breathe. Take just one more breath. And then let an inhale lift you up. Walk your hands under your shoulders. Maybe take a seat back on the heels. Take the weight out of the arms. You could add a shoulder roll or be still. If you want to start to cross your ankles and sit down, maybe you'll give your knees a hug, a rock side to side. And when you're feeling good to lay on your back, you can find your way down. Take a moment to maybe sway your knees a few times, massage your low back. We'll be moving into a twist so your knees can start to fall to the left side. Stacking the legs on top of one another. If you want to take your pillow and bring it under your knees or between your knees to get a little comfier, you can do that. You might also be crossing your legs, wrapping your right leg around the left one if you want it, a little extra. But keep your shoulders grounded, your arms out wide. And maybe your left hand will rest on your knees. When you're ready, an inhale can help you lift your legs back up. Unwind them if they are crossed. If you're using your pillow, move it off to the other side. Take a moment just flat on your back. And switching sides when you're ready to switch sides. Do the same thing with your legs. If you're crossing them, let the left one wrap around the right. Adjust your shoulders. And find your breath. Letting an inhale when you're ready. Lift your legs back up and out of your twist. Either keeping your feet planted or give your knees a hug. A rock side to side. Checking in with what you're feeling throughout your body. Finding your way into Shavasana when you're ready. If you have a pillow, I love placing it underneath my knees after these deep stretch practices. So you might slide it under your knees and lay back down. But really just finding a comfortable place. Enjoy the stillness. Now you might stay here a little while longer. And you might start to slowly move. But I am gonna leave you here today in your Shavasana. I will see you tomorrow for an evening practice. And until then, namaste.